Hey, it's Adam with Productivity Academy, and today I wanted to share with you basically what the title says, but using pen and paper to focus. Now, what I want to get out of the way up front is this is not a video about how to only use pen and paper, right? It's 2022 when I'm recording this video, and using digital tools is necessary, and I think that any attempt to bypass that is a little foolhardy, and you're going to end up causing yourself more issues than you want. That said, if you want to only use pen and paper and that ends up working for you, that's great. I just think that for the vast majority of people, especially moving forward, using tools online to speed up our work, become more productive so we can spend the time doing what else we want to do is really important. But a lot of times things can be distracting. Even my project management tools, my to-do list, things like that, a lot of them can be distracting. There's pop-ups with like, this many messages, or you have this has just been assigned to you. Slack, you see unread counts, things like that. These tools are great, and you can do a little bit of optimization on those to make them not so distracting. But it is what it is, and we have a lot of tools at our disposal. So what I'm actually testing right now, having used journals a little bit in the past, and also I'm just the type of person, I don't know if you identify with this, I've got several journals. I've got, this one right here. I've got a smaller one on the counter behind me or on the shelf. I've got some field notes I got for Christmas, and I've like partially used a bunch of them. And I realized, part of it is the idea of using a pen and paper journal is more appealing apparently than actually using it for me. But I still go back to them. I enjoy doodling. I enjoy writing down some quick notes when I'm away from the computer. Sometimes I just have an idea and I need to do more than just type some words out. I want to draw something. I need to connect ideas, something like that. And that is where I think it comes in handy. So I'm really trying to blend the two while keeping, the bulk of my writing digitally. Personally, I use Roam Research. I like being able to search. I like being able to connect ideas. Again, it doesn't matter what tool to me you're using, if you Evernote, Notion, whatever it may be. A lot of the content that you create goes into these tools, and it makes it much easier to search down the road. But having, for me, the most important tasks up front on pen and paper is going to help me. And that's really what the test is going to be about. And I've done it before. So, I say test in the sense that I know that this is going to work, and it takes a little while to build that habit. So what I'm doing with pen and paper and using it to focus is I'm going through my daily routine, which involves, digital sources. I use ClickUp, I use Roam Research, I use other tools, and I come up with the list of, okay, here's things that, generally need to get done today. However, some of them might be more important and definitely are. Okay, and so the goal is always to work on important tasks, not always just urgent. So what I do and what I'm going to be testing is coming up with my three most important tasks, right? Not everything can be the most important task, and going forward with that and putting that in. And I have to write that down, and nothing else really gets done until I knock those out. So for today, I've got those listed down there. I think that came from the bullet journal, just the dot idea, and then you just cross it out to know that it's done. And then I can use this in here if I have any other things throughout the day. If I want to write something down, draw something, that's great. I can do it all right there. Now, what my goal with this is to not go back into project management tools, into any of that, unless needed by the task that I wrote down, of course, until I've knocked those out, right? They're the most important task. It's the stuff that is important and it needs to get done. So there's a lot of stuff around this that you can do, and I'm a big believer of setting your environment. So something I'm going to be looking into, I use Windows. I'm sure if you use Apple products, they have a similar thing. You could set up a desktop where it doesn't have all the distractions. Maybe it just has the one browser with, hardly any extensions, or whatever it is you need. Do you need to wear headphones? Do you need to be somewhere quiet? Do you need to be away from your computer to get the most important stuff done? So there's a lot of kind of extra steps that goes into this, but I think taking this first step to use pen and paper to make sure that you focus on what is important. And I glossed over or went over quickly when I said three most important tasks, right? You don't want to have 15 most important tasks, 20, 10 even, maybe 5, but really having 1 to 3 items to focus on and get those knocked out is really important, and that in and of itself helps you focus. All right, I think that that's important. And just to let you know too, that when I get these done, that's not it for the day. But if this gets done, that's enough. before I get to this stuff, I have a team. I have a couple businesses I'm involved with. So I have a quick checklist in the morning I go through that involves responding to them. And I set a time limit on that so that I make myself go through there. But I want them to also be productive, not be waiting on me. So I'm realistic. There's things that need to get done that are urgent, and I get those out of the way so that everyone else can get on with their day. If there's things that are being waited on for me, that gets moved forward. And I do a couple other odds and ends. And then once my priorities I set, write them down, and then I get with it and work on this stuff until either it's done or afternoon, right? I'm realistic. Sometimes stuff doesn't get all the way completed, and that's okay, just so long as you keep moving things forward. So I highly suggest giving this a try if you're like me. I've got to imagine there's other people out there who just like journals, like the idea of having something close by that they can go to. And I think that this blending of digital and non-digital or physical is really a powerful tool. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think, and happy to hear what kind of results you get.